What's going on, guys? It's Sep, and today we are going to be going over the perfect loadout for zone trials. So this weekend coming up and many weekends in the future, you will be stuck with zone trials. Zone trials is where there are cap points placed immediately on the map the second the zone start or the round starts, and then 30 seconds later they will be able to be captured. So what is the meta right now? And what is going to be the best way to adapt around it? Well, Bubble Titans with a decent amount of intellect are always going to be insanely strong. I only run 5. I don't like to rely on the bubble, but it'll be there if I need it. Let's say, it doesn't go 5-0. I will still get the bubble, and it works out very well. If it's a slow game, I can still get 2 very easily since it's tier 5 super. If you're curious what fragments I'm using Leeching, Remnants, Expulsion, and then Aspects, of course, Bastion, Controlled Demolitionist, and then Void Spike Grenade. Jump, I use Strafe Lift. I don't go for Catapult, but I use Strafe Lift and then Shield Bash over Shield Throw with a Towering Barricade. So, why is this so strong? Well, being a Titan means that you can control zone much easier, create your own cover, as well as make the enemy push you. There are a few different weapon loadouts that I want to go for, but let me go over the armor real quick. This is the stats that I like to have if I'm running an SMG, because you're going to be in the close quarters really often. I like to use Peacekeepers. This is what I call my non-scumbag loadout. It's basically as clean as you can get. Whenever I play normal teams, I make sure to run this. It's a rangefinder funnel web with a decent amount of range and a perfect Reese Walker. And let's say, they're playing really passive, you can swap to Teraba, and if you use Teraba, that means if the team is playing really slow, you can build up damage and then burn them down with the Ravenous Beast perk. That is only if they're playing slow. So let's say that you're playing against a team that, they're really, really digging deep in the meta, and you need to be able to adapt to that. Well, that is when you go with the NOD, as well as Lord of Wolves, or if you have a better primary SMG that you like, you can run that as well. NOD is very, very strong since it is a 600 RPM precision frame that can roll with an insane amount of range. I have 84 base with well-rounded, which means anytime I throw a grenade, I'm just going to get an extra 10 range on top, or pop a super, it'll give me an extra 30. It is very strong to have, but I like to use it with Lord of Wolves, and that way it is able to burn down the enemy target. If need be, let's say, they're using Omnioculus, other barricades, this will cut right through them without a problem. So what if they're playing extremely passive and slow? And Teraba's just not doing the trick. They're playing far away. We're talking about a giant map. That's when you swap over to Messenger, and then Lord of Wolves, of course, is going to be your second weapon. You can use a normal shotgun and No Time to Explain, but Messenger and Lord of Wolves is extremely strong. Obviously, a normal shotgun with No Time to Explain will be more accessible if you do not have a well-rolled Messenger, but this is the one that I have, has kill clip, as well as very, very decent amount of range and stability. It's a crowd favorite over at my channel on Twitch, and it is extremely strong. It has won me a lot of games. This is actually the loadout that I ran pretty much all of the 48-hour stream that I did on Distant Shore, and then if you're going to be running that, you want to make sure that you throw on Dune Marchers instead. And that is obviously going to be the build that I use for Dune Marchers as well. Has a decent amount of strength, still 100 recovery, and 9 resilience. I run high resilience, not the highest, but I run high resilience, and it works out just fine. So what does this look like in game? Well, I'll go ahead and hop into a game and show you. This is, like I said, my normal loadout that I run. I like to have fun with it. It's extremely enjoyable, and you get to play very fast. I still run Icarus Grip on the SMGs, as it still gives me a ton of AE with Peacekeepers, as well as the crazy amount of handling and reload and everything. So I'll show you what this build is like, but like I said, if they're playing a bit slower, swap over to Teraba. If they're playing way slower and in the back, you can run the Messenger and Lord of Wolves. And if you just feel like you need Lord of Wolves because they're running Omnioculus or more Titans and playing really, really defensively and have a ton of health and overshields, that's when you run the Anyo and the Lord of Wolves. So let's hop into a game, and I'll show you exactly what or how I play it. All right, looks like we had a game of Eternity. If anyone is curious on the drip, this is what it is. I do run Swift Charge because double kills with SMGs does give me the Charged Light, which activates High Energy Fire. Sorry if I do sound a bit tired. I just ended about a 5-hour stream. We are live 6 days a week at 4 p.m. PST pretty consistently. sure to play your barricades. That guy does have Lord of Wolves on, so normally we would swap over in this case since they are using it. We might as well use it, but it's Rumble. Not stressing. .100 mobility with Peacekeepers, by the way. This guy does have GL, so we'll make sure to stay above him. Keeping our auto reload up. Let's place this about here. I mean, if the rest of the game's good, why not? You know? Why not? I definitely did not realize that I opened at that angle, so I look a little bit silly. That's okay. Nobody's perfect in that matter. Okay, that guy's a bit far. Only takes about 1.2 seconds to get that auto reload off. Yes, we are using the heavy as bait. We are that guy. Like to get him near me. Perfect. Nice and easy way to take out the Lord of Wolves Omni Demon in Rumble of all places. I get it. Everyone wants to win. This guy's weird. Why queue up if you're not going to play? Yeah, you can hear him firing it off. He just wants to end the game, I guess. I'm just not going to fight him. Unless this is him. Ah, come on, guy. Probably an AFK macro or something, I don't know. This guy's lost. Oh, it was a smoke. I was like, why is someone baiting it so hard? If this guy goes behind, we'll bubble. He did. Where are you? He's just kind of strolling away. Just kind of strolling away. Oh, that's right. No shield bash. Tragic. Might lose this. Nope. The flinch was too much for him. If there's a guy back here, we'll eager edge. If there's not, we'll come back. Perfect. He did re-challenge, so we were able to clean it up. I guess we'll keep the ridiculous death. My bad. But as you can see, it is a good way to play defensively as well as extremely offensively. It is very fun to play, and if there are zones, you can still set up your walls and everything. And like I said, the loadout swaps that I recommend are extremely strong. So if you guys liked the video, make sure to drop a like. Remember, it is zone trials this weekend. I should be posting this before Friday, so make sure to use this while you can. As far as I know, nothing in this loadout's really getting nerfed. The only thing I see a potential nerf coming in for is Lord of Wolves. Bastion Shield already got nerfed and everything, and maybe the recharge speed of Bubble, in which case we'll just up the intellect a little bit. But yeah, hopefully you guys have fun, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.